Right. So now let's look at the social aspect. We've talked so much about the environmental aspect. Let's look at the social aspect. You've probably heard of sex parity and pay gap. What is sex parity? Let's look at the documentation. So here it says sex parity tracks the distribution of sexes across the workforce, such as comparing women and men in technical versus administrative roles, permanent versus temporary contracts, different office locations, or management versus non-management positions. These insights based on employee data are essential for, not sure about that, under ESRS S1 and will also support future VSME standards. Now in a future video, we'll do a VSME report and we'll see how it looks like. Now to view a company's sex parity and pay gap measures, set the sex of each employee by opening the employees app and of course going to the private information and selecting their gender. Now because you're not going to come back to this documentation, how do you calculate pay gap? Pay gap is given by average male salary minus average female salary. Divide that by average male salary. The result you get there, multiply by 100. So let's start with sex parity. I'll come to my employees app first before we go to ESG. And here I can see, for example, Axel Rodham. I can see this department. So basically he works in chain reaction, that's R&D engineering. And of course, above that department is the administrative administration basically. Job position is lead frame welder, job title is lead frame welder. And on this side, you can see an organizational chart where here is a CEO, here is a systems architect, this is a person in charge of R&D, and then you have Axel Rodham right here. If I go to personal, I'll see the gender, that's what you need. And then if I go to payroll, you can see their salary is already calculated. So those are the crucial elements you'll need for everyone. So payroll data, you'll need personal data, and you'll also need structure. I just want to see my structure, so I can go to employees and I can just look at the hierarchy. So this person is a CEO, and under him are how many people? 5 people. And then this is our brand ambassador. Under him is 1 person, under him is 2 persons, under this person 1 person, under this person 1 person, and this person is not anyone's manager. Let's go to departments and see how they're headed and how they're structured. So I have 6 departments. How are they structured? I'm just going to set it like this. And I can see that there's administration, chain reaction, the derailer group, the handlebar collective, the spoken word. And if I go down here, I can see there's thread and butter. So basically ensure that your structures are working. So I have my employees, I have both male and female, and just to show that, I can show you that I have both male and female on different levels. How this is done, normally in other companies, someone has to go and do the manual work and ensure that they have their pay gap data and they also have their sex parity data, and that is a day-to-day task. But in Odoo, all I just need to do is configure the employee's profile and I'll have all that information. So I'll go to the ESG app. Up to this point, we have been looking at measure and we have been going to carbon footprint. Let's check sex parity, and already I can see this is the sex. So how many people in my company are male? I can see it's 54.55%. Those are 6 people. And how many people are female? 45.45% are female. I can take it a little further. Can just select, for example, sex and leadership level. So you'll notice that I have 3 leadership levels, 0, 1, and 2. You have seen just a few moments ago. How many people on level 0? 6. How many people on level 1? 4. And how many people on level 2? 1. Now I want to see that in terms of sex. So I'll select sex and leadership level. So how many females on level 0? 3. How many males on level 0? I think you can see the legend on the right. I can see 3. So yeah, so looks like a balance. How many males on level 1? 2. How many females on level 1? That's color red. 18, yeah. So 2, 2. Now what I did, I actually did this randomly, and I'm actually seeing this data today. How many males on level 2? Just 1. How many females on level 2? 0. Yep, so that's good. And so on and so forth. Let's go by department. So how many females in the first department? That's R&D. How many female in R&D? I can see there's 2 females in R&D, and how many males are in R&D? So yeah, this is males in R&D. That's pink. So 1 male in R&D, 2 female in R&D. You get the point. So basically, you can use this and see, even in terms of contract type, how many females don't have a contract. Yeah, it says 5. How many males without a contract? 5. And how many? This says how many male on permanent contract? 1. That's quite selfish though. So anyway, that's basically how you get your parity report. So by default, you can see the percentage and the distribution of people in your company. Let's look at a final one, and that's pay gap. We said pay gap is calculated as average male salary minus average female salary divided by average male salary. The result you get multiplied by 100. So what's the for the brand ambassador? I think that's, let's see. Yeah, let's see this report. So for brand ambassador, I have female data, there's 0, there's male data, and from this data I can actually get pay gap for per role. So here I have totals. So this is a average, not total. That's average. Looks like average. It has to be average. Someone can pause and do it, and I think this would be average as well. And I believe from this you can get your pay gap. Of course, you can insert it in a spreadsheet and get your data. So I will see you in the next one, where we'll just look at the G part of ESG. I believe it's governance or government. So I'll see you in the next one, corporate governance. Bye and have a good time.